In this session, we are going to see about the sand casting process. This sand casting process uses the sand as a primary molding material, and this is one of the older techniques and most commonly used in casting processes. Because most of the casting process involves this sand casting process, as it is very cheaper. Here, the sand grains are mixed with a small amount of clay and water to improve its moldability and cohesive strength, and are packed around a pattern so that we can get the shape of the desired casting. This pattern is removed before boring, because this once the pattern is removed, then only the mold cavity is formed. For the removal of the pattern, the mold is made of two or more pieces, which we call it as the split patterns, and we have more types of patterns also. And the metal, the molten metal is then poured into the cavity through a gating system. These figures will clearly explain you how this sand casting process are done. Generally, this sand casting process is more suitable for steel and aluminium. In the first diagram, we have a drag box filled up with, where we keep the half of the split pattern at the bottom of the drag box on the wooden platform, and the sand is filled on it, and it is to be rammed so that the sand will be closely packed. And after that, we have to keep the sprue pin and a riser. The riser is not shown here, and anyway, this sprue pin, opposite to that we have a riser, so we have to keep on the dividing line. And the next half of the pattern is also to be kept on this bottom half pattern, and again the sand is to be filled, and it has to be rammed for close packing. Then these two boxes should be separated out, and you have to remove this riser, this sprue pin, and also this pattern, so that as you see in the figure 4, a cavity is formed in the inside the mold, and this is called this mold. And we provide some vent holes through these pins, minute pins. These minute holes are called as vent pins, to make the hot gases to escape from the hot molten metal. And then this molten metal is poured inside this, so that the mold cavity is filled up with this molten metal. And on the other side, this molten metal will get raised in the riser, and once by visually we can confirm that the mold cavity is completely filled up inside the mold. These are the steps involved in sand casting processes. So we use the sand as a primary material, and we have to make a mold. That process of making the mold is called a molding, and this molding involves pattern making, core making, gating systems, and the melting of metal is done in an electrical furnace or any other furnaces we generally use commercially or industrially, and that molten metal is to be poured in the mold, and thus the casting process is done. And sometimes the heat treatment is required after the casting is done, for the as cast material, for the uniform dispersions of grains, and to avoid the blowholes or inside the cracks inside the material what we have product what you have made. And because of this heat treatment, some scales would be formed on the surfaces that has to be cleaned, and some of the excess material has to be trimmed out, and it has to be sent for inspection to find out the defects.